Joel, can you address the tenor of your game, how you felt coming in tonight, and how you seemed to demand the ball at certain times, especially in the second quarter when you got a bunch of free throws?
Just wanted to be as aggressive as possible. Obviously, I started off the game, taking a bunch of shots, but I just understand, and I think, we all understand that for us to win, I have to, be, aggressive. And that doesn't mean shooting every shot. It means attacking, creating for others, involving my teammates, doing everything we pace. Then that's the main thing, whether it's dribble handoffs and, me attacking and finding guys and, looking for my shot too. So, They got a momentum in that second quarter, and the best way to always stop a momentum is can post up. That kind of slows the pace down, especially they were trying to go up and down quite a bit in that second quarter, with the fans going behind them. So I just want to make sure, in those situations, you don't want to play at their pace. You want them to play at our pace. So I got a couple trips to the free throw line, and defensively we did a better job of slowing them down.
And can you address it? Do you think that number one, this was a statement game for you, and number two, that block in the fourth quarter was a statement play for you?
I didn't think I was very good tonight. I did miss a lot of easy ones that I usually make. That's a standard I have for myself, and I think I shot under 50% from the field. I know I take a lot of jumpers, but I always want to be as efficient as I can. So with that being said, like I say, for me, I thought it was an okay game. I think I can be, way better. I thought defensively as a team, we did a pretty good job, and we limited the three-point opportunities, and we contested every one of them. They didn't have a lot of, wide open looks. Like I said, for myself, just keep being aggressive and, try to be more efficient. And as, the series goes on, as every day goes on, hopefully start, to feel, better and better and better. The block, full quarter, you got to make, the little plays, the whole series really, they had, 65 points in the paint in that first game. And then we've, since I've come back, we've kind of limited those opportunities. And, a lot of times they don't actually want to take any shots, at the rim. So, you try to do the best shot possible to, interfere with what they want to do, and whenever I can block shots, especially in the fourth quarter like that, you never know. It makes that layup, and they get some momentum and they start believing. But a play like that, it kind of drains the energy from the crowd, from themselves, and I thought it was okay.
Joel, you've been saying on Tyrese a lot to be aggressive, and tonight he rewarded you guys with his best game of the series. Talk about his impact today and just how great it is to see him kind of come out of his shell and have that big game that you guys have been keeping him aggressive so he can have a game like this.
He needs it. Obviously, like I always say, being aggressive doesn't mean taking all the shots. It's about, attacking with force, making sure, you get the best looks possible for yourself and, creating for your teammates. And I thought tonight he played with a purpose. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew when to attack and when to involve, everybody else. And that's what we need from him. Attacking, being aggressive, and also being efficient doing so. no, it's not over. We got to get one more. All of us, we got to show up and we got to do our job.
Hey, Joel, after Game 3, in your own way, you were really probing the guys to bring their own game, their game to it. And Tobias said that, like, right from the beginning of training camp, you've been more assertive in your leadership. Is that kind of how you look, guys, formed coming into this game tonight?
Yeah, man, they know it. We've been doing this for a while, and coming in here, Game 5, you gotta do whatever it takes. And sometimes, we're all human beings, and sometimes you need to be reminded, myself included. Sometimes I need, people around me to remind me, the job I gotta do. For example, PJ the other night. That's the way I lead, by pushing my teammates, positively and negatively too. They just gotta understand, like, we just got the best interest at heart. We just trying to win, whatever it takes to win. That's what we're gonna do. So I only care about one thing, is winning. We got to put a good chance after winning, this game, in front of our fans. Got to jump on them. Just like tonight, from the start. Got to send a message and got to be aggressive, offensively and defensively.
Hey, Joel, two questions in one here. But first off, defensively, what were you guys able to do tonight to get them out of rhythm and particularly limit the kind of their secondary scoring role players like Al and Malcolm and Derek from having success? And also, what's it going to take to close them out and get over the hump against this team?
I think one of the key things is that we scored. So they had to play a lot of times against our half-court defense, and our half-court defense is pretty good. And I think they know too. That's why a lot of times they're trying to push the pace a little more just to get in transition and get easy baskets. So I thought, we've done a pretty good job, in the half court. So, going into, next game is the same thing. Got to be aggressive, got to jump on them, got to be as physical as possible. Tonight, I thought we made a bunch of dumb plays. We allowed them to, get to the free throw line a lot, especially JT, with, he's always throwing his arms up, down every single time he drives to the rim. So you gotta, get away from reaching, and I'm always coming anyway. So just let me do my job of protecting the rim. So I thought we made a lot of mistakes, in that part. But for the most part, we guarded the ball. Like I said, we limited the three-point attempts, and the only way to do that is, by guarding your own man and keeping your own man in front of you, so you don't, force yourself into rotations. And I thought, all the guys, everybody that played, especially like D-House, someone who hasn't played, a lot the whole season, and in the playoffs, should just come in and be ready to give us what he did was huge for us.
Yeah, Joe, you admitted at the end of Game 4 that you were a little bit tired. I guess now playing 4 games with the injury, what have you learned about kind of the in-between time as far as treatment and like what you need to do to then you get through games? And I guess how'd you feel tonight in comparison to maybe earlier in the series? I
need to do a lot, but that's my job, and I love the grind of it. There's not much to say. Got to keep doing whatever I can to protect myself. And, but at the end of the day, when I get on the floor, I don't think about the injury. No matter how painful it is and how much it hurts, just want to compete every single possessions and put myself and the team in the best positions to succeed. Day by day, you never know what can happen, whether it's the swelling, the pain. So, you just gotta pray.
Joel, just you've been posting. It seems like you've been posting up a lot more these past few games. I know all season the elbow and nail were sort of a big focus for you. So, just what led to this change, and I don't know, how do you feel about it?
I think especially in this series, the way they're guarding. When I'm at the elbow, they really come in, and there's no driving. There's no space to really drive and operate. And then, they're crowding me to make sure I don't get a jump shot. And, it's the same thing in the post anyways. I think he's all about just mixing it up. Sometimes go to the elbow. In the fourth quarter, I went to the elbow, and, throughout the game, I went to the post. But, for me, it's also calculated because, if they're going on the run, I know, the best way to kind of, slow them down is, go to the post and, make plays out of it. I think, we've been doing a good job of spacing. We can be better. We haven't been on point as much as we want ourselves to be. So we got to be better because they're gonna come. They're doubling. They did a lot of it in the second half today. We just gotta watch film and talk about it, and make sure everybody knows where to be, and so it makes it easy for myself and everybody else.
Just if you don't mind, so you're saying if they're on a run, you'll think about where to go. That like if they're on a run, going to a post, is something specific you'll do to kind of counter that?
If they're going on the run, I want the ball. That's it doesn't matter if it's the post or the nail or anywhere on the floor. Just give me the ball, and I know I have a pretty good chance of scoring and creating for my teammates.
Forget something. You mentioned earlier, you guys folks like the offensive start. It felt like throughout the game, you guys were pretty locked in what you wanted to do. Whether it's James, DJ, you guys really seem focused. This is a position we haven't been before. Up 3-2, a couple chances to close out a series. How much of that was a mindset you guys had over the past couple of days to take advantage of the opportunity you guys have?
Beside the end of the game, I was pretty happy with, what we didn't do right last game, up 16 at some point in that second quarter, and then you go into halftime being up 9, and then they come out of the second half, it's a tie game, and I thought, especially when we got that lead in the second quarter, we never really looked back. Every time they scored, we responded. If they didn't score, we knew what to do. And throughout the whole game, we just stayed, steady. The lead was, steady, and then he ended up growing in, that end of the third quarter. And so I think that's a big change from last game, which I'm super happy about. If you're up that much, you gotta keep finding ways to increasing it instead of, giving them an opportunity to believe in themselves. And I thought tonight we were locked in to make sure we didn't give them any chance.
And how does it feel to be in this position? Not been in this position before.
I don't care. I honestly don't care. We still gotta get one more win. That's all I'm thinking about right now. And then obviously you going home, so you're gonna have a lot of energy, the crowd, and I would imagine everybody plays better at home too. So I do play better at home. So we just, like I said, what we did tonight. It's easier said than done, but got to do it again, and I'm excited for it.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, everybody.